Hey guys, hope you guys are doing well. It's Spiffy here. On this Halloween night, I wanted to take a moment to kind of talk about fears and examine what drives fears. So I came out here to the woods behind the retirement home, and I'm just sitting here in the dark. It's late at night, and I'm trying to come face to face with my fears. So I prepared a little speech about fears for you guys, and I think I just want to share that with you now. Since the dawn of mankind, there has been fears. Fears has been a part of life forever. Cavemen was scared of lizards. Lizards was feared of bigger lizards, and those bigger lizards were probably scared of something too. And I have had fear for my whole life. When I was a little child boy, had fear of the ball pit at Chuck E. Cheese's because there were lizards in there. And one time, one of the lizards. Do you guys hear that? I think somebody's coming.
Howdy, stranger.
Hi.
You think an old, tired zookeeper could rest his weary bones here for a moment?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, have a seat.
Thanking you kindly. Oh, that feels good on these old, tired bones.
Yeah, sure. Sure. I'm just doing a podcast here, so I was just giving a little speech actually.
Well, don't let me interrupt you. Keep going with your speech. I'll just be here, just resting, relaxing.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, well, where was I? I was talking about fears and the ball pit, and yeah. So basically, what I have come to learn about fear in my life,
it does
is
a body
that,
good to rest his bones.
yeah, no, yeah, definitely. I can only imagine.
Don't mean to interrupt you or cause you much of a problem, partner.
Sure,
But it
no
just
problem.
really does. It just does a body all kinds of great things.
I'm sure. Yeah. Okay. I'll just finish up this speech real quick, if that's all right.
Yes, partner. Pay me no mind. Just resting.
Okay. Great. Yeah. So, like I was saying, I like to think about fear as a giant pound cake.
Yep.
You take one bite and you think, "Wow, that's good." Two bites,
taste it right now.
tasty.
Ooh,
Three
my
bites.
bones.
All right. This I don't think that this is working out.
What's that now?
So why don't you said you were a zookeeper
By trade.
We're trying to talk about fear. Do you know anything about fear?
Oh, yes, I know a thing or two. In fact, I got a couple stories that'll make your skin crawl off your bones. Why don't you tell me what you're looking for?
Yeah, basically just it's Halloween, and we
Bones! Sorry about that. Just one final burst of relaxation coursing through a body. But no, I've got a couple stories for you.
Okay, great. Yeah, why don't you just start with those then?
Let me ask you something there.
Okay.
Have you ever seen a drunk stumble into a pit of wild dogs and be torn apart?
No.
Have you ever seen a drunk fall into the gorilla pit and be bludgeoned by gorillas?
No.
Have you ever seen a drunk impaled by a narwhal's tusk? Have you?
No. Why? Did this all happen at the zoo?
Oh, yes, it did. And you would not believe how many more stories I have of drunks meeting their violent, bloody end at my zoo.
Why? It's kind of. Why do you think there are so many drunks at your zoo?
Well, cowboy. Could be a number of things. Could be the lack of infrastructure in this country. Could be the way the world's changing. Doesn't seem to be a place for the cowboy anymore in this modern world.
Okay, are you a cowboy or a zookeeper?
Could be the love in a mother's eyes. She watches her child leave home for the first time.
Okay, I don't know what that has to do with.
Could be the all-you-can-drink booze special we run on Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. All-you-can-drink booze down at Booze Lovers Zoo.
Okay, that's the name of the zoo?
Well, it started off as a nickname local, booze lovers would give to our zoo thanks to that generous deal I just laid out for you and gave to your listeners. Your listeners. But, sooner or later our marketing team decided that we should just go with it. And that's what we called it. And let me tell you something. The dollars and the casualties have been just raking up ever since.
Do you mind if I just ask you something?
Shoot, partner.
Why are you out here in the middle of the night?
Well, you know what they say, right? You know the expression, a cowboy, or a zookeeper for that matter, never rests on his laurels, right? He's got to keep moving. A cowboy or a zookeeper is like a stone, A rolling stone collects no moss, and a rolling zookeeper can capture no drunks.
Okay, so you're just kind of out here, just like exploring, or?
Well, yeah, that, and we had a panther escape its enclosure, so just out looking for him.
My God, how did that happen?
Drunk, let him out.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm just gonna go back to my speech, if that's cool.
Fine by me.
Wait, is someone else coming?
I reckon I do hear someone.
Whew, boy, am I glad to meet a couple of fellow lost souls here on All Hallows Eve. Do you mind if I sit with you?
I'm kind of in the middle of doing a podcast.
Have a seat, partner. The more the merrier. We're forming a veritable posse here on Halloween night, and I couldn't be happier about it.
Well, thank you kindly. My dogs are barking. What is the meaning of this gathering?
Well, I was just I was just doing a podcast. It's Halloween. I'm trying to do a podcast about fear.
Well, partner, we're just resting here, resting our bones. But, the real meaning is we're forming a posse, gonna round up, capture that panther, and get him back in the safe care of the zoo. So what do you say after this? We all head back to Booze Lovers Zoo and get a little tonsil juice in our system, if you know what I mean.
Oh,
and
that
then
I do.
Head out and, catch that panther.
No, I'm not. No, we're not. I'm just doing the podcast. Okay, we're not.
Well, I'm
catching
game
any
for a
kind of
panther hunt as much as the next red-blooded American, but let me first address the foul-smelling gentleman sitting to my right.
Oh, I'm glad you brought up the smell. I thought there was a carcass.
Well, the smell of carcass
nearby.
comes standard in my line of work, see, and I don't much appreciate that tone there. But feel free to address me. The name is McGillicuddy.
Well, Mr. Baby Undy, I have a proposition for you. You mentioned you work at Booze Lovers Zoo, is that right?
Yep, that's correct, and it's McGillicuddy.
Apologies there, my doctor's got me on a new cocktail, makes everything go in one ear and out the other, if you know what I'm saying. But at that line of work, how's your insurance coverage? Let me ask you.
Never heard hide nor tail of any kind of zoo insurance coverage.
Well, you're missing out there. You mentioned Booze Lovers Zoo. Now, I happen to know I've poured over some statistics. I keep up with the news, and I happen to know that 40 drunks just last month were gobbled up by beasts of air, land, and sea. Now, did you ever stop and think how much you could have made if you took out life insurance policies on each one of those drunks?
Well, no, I guess I guess I never gave it much thought.
Oh, no one ever does, McGillicuddy, and that's where I come in. All right, we could be making money hand over fist off of these bozos. Not to mention, take out a couple of Panther insurance policies tonight, and you'll be rolling in it when you wake up in the morning and rub the crust out of your eyes.
Well, to be honest with you, I suppose I could use a greenback infusion at this particular juncture.
Oh, I'm gonna infuse you, Mr. McGillicuddy, so hard that you are not gonna know what hit you. This particular simoleon injection is gonna have dollar bills seeping out of your
My bones?
Well, I could not have put it better myself. What do you say we get to work on drawing up those contracts?
Wait. No. I mean, no. This does not sound legal at all.
Oh, nosy Nancy over here. Let me tell you, sport, drips like you are why I carry a gun. Tell me, what's your name, buddy?
My name is Spiffy.
Okay, Sniffles, let me ask you a question. All this expensive podcasting equipment lying around, have you ever even considered the possibility that a chasm could open up from the earth and swallow it, leaving you with nothing but those, let's just call them shoes? What is wrong with my shoes?
Yeah, partner, I noticed it as soon as I sat down. I was not going to say anything. Those are the most disgusting shoes I have ever seen. There's liquid seeping out of them.
There's not that much.
Oh, easy there, McGillicuddy. You see, Mr. Sniffles is not the first man I've met who's, sensitive about his choice of footwear. But let me tell you, are you interested in insuring some of this equipment?
No, I'm not.
Well, let me tell you a little story that might change your mind. I know a fellow by the name of John Woodcrest, a nice guy, an honest guy, a God-fearing American guy. Well, he had a little podcast himself, a cute little show where he would rank ice cream flavors. Well, one night he snuggled up next to his wife in bed, and a masked swordsman breaks into his house and slashes all of his podcasting equipment. He wakes up to find his microphones and ribbons. It's okay, he thinks. I'll start over. I'll rebuild. Well, that takes time, and in the time it took him, he got impaled by a forklift, sent to the hospital, and his wife started hanging out with Lance Goodpenis down the street. Now, does that sound like the kind of life that you envision for yourself?
Oh, that sounds like bad news. You better sign.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not signing up for any kind of insurance tonight, okay? I'm trying to do a podcast, a Halloween podcast about fear, okay? So if you don't have anything to say about that, then I don't even understand why you're here.
Fear, huh? Halloween, you say? Well, I do have some experience with the supernatural, if that floats your boat.
Yes, fine. Like anything like not insurance related. Okay.
I once lost my card in a game of pinochle to a ghost.
Okay. What? You want to elaborate or?
No, I don't. It's actually a very painful memory for me.
Well, let me ask you this. Do you believe in psychic mediation, communication with the spiritual world?
Just tell the story.
Well, picture you this. I was not always the picture of professionalism you see before you today. No, sir. When I recently flew the coop, I was out on my own. I had nowhere to go. I had nothing going on. I had no action. So, there I was, feeling like a mouse trapped in a box. So what do? No answers in this world. I turn to the other world, the spiritual world. I find myself stumbling in to a psychic's office. You know the place. Crystal ball, tarot cards, cash only, the whole 9 yards.
I lost $3,000 playing tarot card one time.
That's not like a game you can play.
Yeah, learned that lesson the hard way.
So there I was, just trying to find out where my next slice of bread was going to come from, and lo and behold, this psychic laid a sack of knowledge on me the likes of which I'd never seen. She predicted that my old grandma would perish. Didn't think much of it, forgot it, thought it was a hoax, and then, boom! 14 years later, she was gobbled up by a shark.
So you think that the psychic predicted this, even though it happened 14 years later.
Listen, pal, I was incredulous too, but if you were there, you would have seen that shark's gnashing chompers sink into her liver-spotted haunches and drag her right into the SeaWorld enclosure. And I tell you what, sir, that is the last time me or my family ever do the all-you-can-drink booze deal at SeaWorld.
Yep, that'll get you.
So, fellas, all that's to say that I've got a boozed-up granny shark attack plan that you can have right now with a very low upfront investment and huge potential upsides. What do you say, fellas?
Yeah, put me down for 3.
All right, we just need to move on from any of your insurance schemes, any of that. We need to get back to the topic at hand. You know, we need to be talking about Halloween, about fear, about the human condition. You know, I'm trying to better people with this podcast I'm doing.
Say, partner, what's that you got next to you there?
No, this is just my. Well, it's Denny's. I'm borrowing it. It's his ham radio.
Well, turn it on. Let's see what's happening.
Yeah, you want to talk about fear? Maybe you'll hear an advertisement from one of my competitors on that thing.
That's a good one.
Okay, fine. If it'll get you to stop talking about insurance, I'll turn on the radio. And with authorities circling and the casualties piling up, it appears that this particular panther had ingested some kind of all-you-can-drink booze buffet before starting this rampage. If you're outside right now, we highly recommend that you go indoors, barricade them, close your windows, and say a prayer to the Almighty for whatever's left of your soul. I don't personally see how this community's population could ever possibly recover from carnage at this scale. We now go to Nigel Schumacher with sports. Okay, enough of that. That is depressing.
Hey, I wanted to hear that. I wagered a Woodland Sprite $16,000 on the Child's Chess Championship this weekend.
They're not going to report on that in the sports section.
Well, au contraire, my friend, the radio's gotten very progressive these days.
Well, okay, listen, if none of you guys are going to take this podcast about fear seriously, we might as well just get an ad read in, because if we're not going to help the people listening to this, we might as well help the people who are kind enough to sponsor the show.
Good God, do my ears deceive me, or is that someone approaching at this hour? Jesus Christ. Insurance man, take out your piece.
Well, if you insist,
No, I meant your pistol.
No. But someone is coming.
Whoa, what is this shindig I just stumbled upon?
I'm just doing a podcast here. It's about fear. It's about Halloween.
It's about insurance. Why don't you sit down and we can get to talking about it?
Oh, this guy's got some good deals. You're going to want to listen up.
No, it's not about insurance. It's about fear. It's about Halloween. We're just doing a podcast. That's it.
Okay, hey, right on. If you're doing a podcast, I'm down to just sit down and give some of my thoughts. I have some really good insights about the world and kind of what's going on today.
Okay, but again, I just want to stress that it's about Halloween. It's about fear, okay? So, your insights should kind of be about that, all right? And you can, as long as we're on board, it's cool.
Oh, yes, man. Let me tell you about fear, because there is nothing scarier in this world than fatherhood, okay? I mean, having to care for a little person is crazy. Since I became a father, I am so much more fearful. I'm so much more scared. I'm so much more aware of my surroundings. And that you should be. Let me tell you a little story that might make you even more scared of being a father.
No, just, he's going to try to sell you insurance. You can just talk, okay? Why don't you just tell us about the father stuff?
All right, well, get this, man. Before I was a father, all I thought about was me, right? What am I going to do? Where am I going to go? What am I going to get up to? But now that I have a kid, it's okay, if I want to leave for a couple hours, I have to make sure that all my cookies are hidden, or else this little kid is going to eat them all, and I'm going to get home, and there's going to be none left. I mean, not even crumb. And let me tell you another thing. I love my son more than anything else in the world, okay? But at the same time, it's like half the time I'm thinking, like, just shut up. You know, he comes into my room, Daddy, Daddy, I had a nightmare. I had a nightmare. You and everyone I knew were dead. It's like, that's not real. You know, it's like these kids are idiots. And it's that you don't know that before you have one.
You tried giving it booze?
I mean, I've tried everything, but at a certain point, it's like, look, and I cannot stress enough how much I love my son. I mean, he is my world, okay? Before I had him, you know, my whole life was different. He came into my life and completely changed it. He changed the way I see my everyday surroundings. But at the same, he comes to me and he's like, Daddy, Daddy, I want to play. And it's like, I'm not going to play with some kid, you know, just because it happens to be my son. Like, I could be gambling. If you ask me, you're taking a gamble every day. Every day you step outside, every day you live life with your son, you're taking a gamble. And what you need to do is hedge your bets. And I'm going to tell you exactly how you can
just keep talking about fatherhood or whatever. Just no more insurance, please.
Well, what about a story? Let me tell a story.
No, I'm putting my foot down. The answer is no.
Well, everyone else got to tell a story.
You're the only one telling stories, and they always end the same way.
Well, what if I wanted to hear a story? Did you ever think of that?
What are you doing, McGillicuddy?
Well, what's it look like? I'm whittling.
Yeah, I know, I can see, but it looks. What are you whittling?
Well, bringing a little extra money, I started whittling handmade artesian wooden marital aids. And actually, if you're listening to this, you can go to mcgildos.edu, and for every purchase over $50, you'll get a free all-you-can-drink booze coupon to Booze Lover Zoo.
Didn't you say that it's already all-you-can-drink booze at Booze Lover Zoo?
Listen, if you try to get between me and my money one more time, we're going to have a serious
Fantastic vein work there, McGillicuddy. Now, if I can get to my story, I think it's something that this young father would very much like to hear.
Yeah, I think I would.
Well, that's more like it. Now, picture this. You and the missus are taking your little tyke out on a day on the town, all right? You want to give him something good, something educational. You're taking him on a tour of the Lance Goodpenis Piano Manufacturing Plant. All right. At first, everything starts out good. You're learning where they source the ivory, how they string the keys. Lance Goodpenis is being informative. He's got a pep in his step. He's feeling refreshed. Okay. But you start to notice something. You start to notice that the pianos are suspended a little high. Why are on the ceiling, you ask? All questions for the end of the tour, Lance Goodpenis says. So he's showing you around, he's watching them, and your little tyke is getting curious. He's pointing up at the piano. Da-da, da-da, he's saying. The pianos are just hanging there. They're just hanging there by strings. So you're going around. You're seeing the sights. You're taking it in. You're learning. But then...
All right, okay, I think we can see where this is going. Let's just...
If this leaky shoe dullard could just let me finish my story for 1 second. Where was I? Oh yeah, the pianos. You're looking at them, the tyke's pointing at them, and then, bang! A masked swordsman jumps out of nowhere and slices your boy to ribbons!
Oh God, my boy!
Now, in that instance, don't you think that you would feel more at ease if you had taken out a sizable masked swordsman policy on your little boy?
I think that would make me feel a little better.
No, I can't even believe what I'm hearing. I'm pretty sure that's not even how insurance works, okay? And aren't you... Why are you here? Who's watching your kid right now?
Oh yeah, my kid. That's why I'm out here right now. I'm out looking for him.
Your son is lost in these woods right now?
Oh, he'll be fine. When I was a child, I spent all kinds of time out in the woods. It does a body good. But yeah, he'll be fine. Unless he runs into a panther or something. Oh, thank God. He's with his mom today. Ooh, that was a close one. Wait a second, then who was that kid who was in my house earlier?
Do you wanna do an ad read?
Yeah.
Okay, just read from this paper, all right?
All right, sounds good. October 28th. I finally put that longevity gel that Denny gave me in my shoes. It feels a little weird, and it seeps out every time I take a step, but Hey, it seems to be working. I feel like I'm aging in reverse these past
No,
couple
oh no,
days.
sorry, wait. That's the wrong paper. Let me give you the other one.
You got your hands on longevity goo there, huh? That's dangerous stuff, son. I wouldn't play with that if I were you.
Okay, fine. Whatever. Let's just do this ad read. Okay, just read this paper.
Okay, here goes. Have you ever wanted to learn a new skill? Well, Course Takers is here to help. At Course Takers, we offer over 12,000 different expert-led seminars to help you broaden your horizons in your daily life. Learn how to make a award-winning paper airplane. Learn how to curate a breathtaking flower arrangement. Learn how to skin over 700 different animals. At Course Takers, we offer hundreds of lessons in how to skin animals and 12 courses about other stuff. Want to learn how to meet your partner's emotional needs? We'll probably have a course on that someday. In the meantime, learn how to make a Halloween costume out of a moose carcass.
Topical.
Here at Course Takers, we abide by the 3 fundamental pedagogical principles that maximize student retention. Live, learn, skin. Humans were blessed to be put on an earth rich in natural beauty and an abundance of breathtaking creatures. Learn how to skin them all. Man included. You may have heard the phrase, there's more than one ways to skin a cat. Learn all of them at CourseTakers.com. There you go.
Thanks. That was actually pretty good. I think they're gonna be happy with that. All right, guys. I just really would love to just talk about fear, please. I think that this speech, it has a lot to offer, and
You all hear that?
Could that be a oh my god?
Panther.
Oh, that's a panther, all right. About the sound of it. It's coming right for us.
Now everyone just stay calm, okay? Panthers like mostly respect vibes. So if our vibes are chill, then
Dada. Dada.
okay, that
Dada.
might be my son.
Dada.
We gotta do something. Insurance man,
Dada.
take out your weapon.
Well, okay, don't see how it's gonna solve the problem.
No, your gun.
Oh, right you are.
Wait, stop. This is crazy. Someone else is coming out of the woods.
Well, do my eyes deceive me, or is that Lance Good Penis himself?
Hey, how's it going over here? I was just out for some evening cardio and I heard a commotion.
Mr. Good Penis, you gotta be careful. I'm a big fan of you and your pianos and your penis. You're in grave danger. There's a kid out here.
Well, I don't see how that would put me in any danger.
Man, there's a panther,
Oh
too.
God, the panther! It's tearing me limb from limb. It's devouring me. I'm losing a tremendous amount of blood.
Well, there's a time to sit back and take out a policy on a fella, and there's a time for action, and doggone it, this is a time for action. Time to close my eyes and pull the trigger. Jesus Christ, I killed Lance Good Penis.
Jesus Christ, you killed Lance Good Penis.
Jesus Christ, you! Wait.
Oh,
Oh,
he's
good
moving.
God! Good God, the agony!
Dude, you killed Lance Good Penis.
Dada.
Oh, come here, son. Thankfully, the gnarled and bullet-riddled remains of who was once a great dude have completely distracted the panther.
You know, I learned something from Mr. Good Penis tonight. And as he was staring there in his final moments down the barrel of that panther and the muzzle of that gun, he faced his fears with honor and with dignity. And it does a body good knowing that even though he's just a pile of bones now, his final moments were truly something special. So how's that for a message about fear, Leaky Shoe Johnny?
Don't call me that. And what are you talking about? About a speech about fear now? I mean, we just witnessed something awful. Something. You know, I learned something about myself tonight, too. You know, the first 17 people I killed in my life, I didn't feel anything, you know. A well-timed and a fatty insurance policy won't have the way of doing that to a man. But tonight, as I pumped my best friend's body full of lead, And maybe it's only because I had a small policy on him. I just feel awful, and I hope you all can forgive me tonight.
Dude, forgiveness is like a huge part of fatherhood, and like we can tell that you're a great guy with like these great insurance policies, and so like of course we forgive you.
Here, here. What do you say we bring our old bags of bones down to Booze Lover Zoo for a little nightcap?
I'd have said it better myself.
Oh yeah, me and the kid are there.
Well, that settles it. What do you say we hop on this panther and ride off?
No, you can't ride the panther. It's gonna kill you all.
Well, who said anything about you, old leaky shoe?
You're not invited. You've been a buzzkill all night.
Yeah, you're like super lame and dumb. Like, can we all just take a second to imagine if the panther had eaten him instead of Lance Goodpenis?
Been imagining that since the moment I met him.
All right, now listen up. If we hear the panther's satisfied growl, that means we're ready to ride it. Now listen up. I reckon that means we're good to go. Let's saddle up and ride.
Alright, I'm gonna go, I don't know, take a bath, change my shoes, get away from this corpse. Happy Halloween, I guess. If there's one thing you can do to help, just, go to Course Takers and use code SHOELEAK. It was the only one they had left. Yeah. And,